What's going on? Happy Monday. So, right now it seems to be, that, at least, I don't know, where I live, where I grew up, America, um, where I live, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're like a culture that doesn't want to feel. We want to medicate our way out of every situation possible instead of sitting in any discomfort. I think that obviously you break a bone or you have surgery and you've got pain and your body needs to not feel that pain so it can heal. But kind of excluding some of those issues, all we want to do is medicate the hell out of ourselves. And maybe on some level that has to do with some um, even with look, I am not against medication for people that are depressed or bipolar or a myriad of other mental disorders. But I think that our society and our medical institutions are too apt to medicate and not investigate and talk about what's really going on. Just take this pill and don't worry about it. And that creates, it seems to me, like a shame culture about these feelings we have on top of everything else. So I don't know. I really do think on a lot of levels that vulnerability is the key to at least my survival. If I allow myself to be vulnerable enough in front of other people and not let my ego get in the way of what I think I should know or should have already felt or should already mastered or whatever, then that allows us to have a link, an identification like, oh, okay, that person's like me. We're not that different. In fact, we're more similar than we'd like to admit. I don't know. And that's where, I used to medicate the hell out of myself because I wanted to manipulate and control the way I felt. I didn't like the way I felt, so I took some sort of a drug. And yeah, I did my best to control all that stuff. And at the end, I couldn't control it because it got out of hand and it controlled me. So, I don't know. Let's just sit in some of these feelings and talk about them and let them be. Look, I am not a doctor, and I think, I'm not a person that doesn't think there's a need for medication because I have a lot of friends that, that are super, that need to be medicated, and not to the point where they're drones or, that they don't feel anything, but they, whatever, they've got some issues. So don't get me wrong, I'm not against medication, but I think that our medical society is too excited about prescribing something rather than sitting with the patients and getting to know their needs and the origins and their personalities. It's indicative again of our culture. Just take this and go away. I don't want to, I'll text you, but I don't want to see you. Get a feel for people and see where they're at. I love texting, but I'd rather sit with you and talk with you and spend time with you and all that stuff. I like the phone because I can talk to people. I don't necessarily like FaceTime because that's a little bit weird to me, but I'm getting used to it. I'd rather spend time with people in person. Anyway, I'm ranting and I'm got to be back on set. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.